If you're thinking about buying a home in Lancaster, one of the first questions I often get asked is, how long does it take to purchase a home? Today, I'm breaking down the 7 most asked questions I get when it comes to the time frame of making a move and how you can make a plan to make that next move a reality. Number 1, how long does it take for the full process from start to finish to purchase a home? Now, this can range hugely depending on the person and the financial status, but typically we find closings will happen between 30 to 60 days. Now, this may mean that actually the process is nearer to 2 months to 4 months from start to finish, because by the time you've met someone, built that relationship, got them pre-approved, and then started looking for the right home, you're usually at about 2 or 3 months before you go under contract, and then it's around 30 to 60 days to close on a property. Question number 2, how long does it take to get pre-approved? A full pre-approval is going to take around 1 to 3 days. Ultimately, it depends on how quickly you can get the documentation over and how complex your situation is. If you've got a W-2 job and you have very, very clear taxes and clear bank accounts, you send that information over and they can get you pre-approved pretty quickly. However, if you are 1099, have multiple different businesses or variable income, it may take up to a week because we want to make sure that we have a full rounded picture of your financial situation and what your purchasing power is going to be. Getting pre-approved is one of the earliest ways to show someone that you're serious about purchasing a home. Sellers are going to prefer a pre-approval over a pre-qualification because it shows that you're taking it seriously, you've taken the time to provide all the documentation to a lender, and they will feel confident when they get an offer from you that you can afford to purchase their home. Number 3, how long does it take to find the right home? Now, this is the age-old question because I've had people who looked at one home, purchased it on day one, and I've also had people that have been looking at homes for a couple of years. In our market, we do tend to have a lack of inventory, so depending on the price point, it may take you a couple of months to find the right home, or perhaps you're looking at something like a new construction, in which case you can find a home pretty quickly indeed. If you have much more specific requirements, potentially looking for more land, or something like an in-law suite, it might take you 6 months to a year to find the right home. Number 4, how long does it take once your offer gets accepted? Now, a typical closing is going to occur in around 30 to 45 days. Sometimes you may delay it slightly longer if the seller wants a slower one. However, 45 days tends to be the normal time to close. Typically, your inspection period is going to be between 7 and 15 days. The appraisal is going to take 1 to 2 weeks to come back. And then loan underwriting takes around 2 to 3 weeks. But it can take longer if you delay getting documentation over to them. Cash buyers can close in as quick as 5 to 7 days, but finance buyers are typically going to close in that 30 to 45 day range. Number 5, do appraisals and inspections slow things down? So the answer is they don't have to. It's kind of more on you. I would recommend always getting the appraisal and the inspection ordered right away. Sometimes if there's a bit of a backlog or if it's very, very busy, it may take you 10 days to get the inspection done. Usually they get it back to you within a couple of days anyway. So that still gives you plenty of time to be dealing with the financing side of things. But ultimately, if you wait a week before ordering the appraisal and ordering the inspections, this may mean that you fall out of your contingency period, but you can also delay the potential closing of the property. So make sure you get that appraisal ordered as quickly as possible, as well as the inspection. Number 6, does the time of year affect how long it takes? Yes is the answer. During the spring and summertime, the market is very, very quick. People tend to want very quick closings so they can get moved over the summertime before the next school year starts. But competition is going to be higher, so you're less likely to get inspections and concessions. During this winter time, there tends to be less inventory and less motivated buyers. However, the people who are looking to move tend to need to make it happen. So what you can find is there's less of a backlog with the banks, appraisals coming quicker, home inspectors may have more availability as well. So this means you can tend to close a little bit quicker, apart from around Thanksgiving and Christmas, where basically everyone's off on vacation. So just be mindful if you're writing an offer around Christmas time that you may want to set it to 40 days rather than 30 days to allow for the holidays. Number 7, what is the overall fastest way to buy a home in Lancaster with financing? The fastest buyers are typically fully pre-approved, so they've already taken the time to provide the documentation, already fully approved, so you're way ahead of the other competition. They know their non-negotiables, so they know exactly what they're looking for in a home, so they don't waste their time kind of going between multiple different ones and confusing themselves. They work with a local agent who understands how to write an offer, speak with those agents to help get their offer accepted. Also have a good understanding of how the process works, so can get them connected with home inspectors and appraisers really quickly. They have an agent who's going to be motivated to write the offer quickly as well and stay on top of everything. So in summary, having your financing in place, having a clear idea of the type of home that you want to buy, and then having someone who's going to be able to negotiate strongly on your behalf and understands the local market. So while it can take a few months to purchase a home in Lancaster, it is all about preparation. If you're looking at taking the next step to purchasing a home, there are 2 videos here which are going to help you with that. This one is going to help you with the amount of closing costs, and this one is going to talk about the different types of loan products and how much down payment you need to purchase.